don't crack. Is that true?
I think so.
Have you ever heard that once you go black, you can't go back? Don't take the risk.
I must have heard black don't crack.
Yeah, you have to.
Right.
And you have to have heard once you go black, you can't go back.
No, I don't think I've ever heard that.
Ask your congregation.
My congregation's Latino.
They know.
They do know.
Oh, yeah.
But that would have to be, once you go brown, you stay around.
That's right. Once you go brown, you hang around.
What happens when you go white?
Get back. When you go white, get back.
You say good night.
That's right. That's amazing.
You are welcome to the End Time Truth Television, the channel for the lovers of truth, for the truth of the end time. So if you are a lover of truth, give us a subscription and God bless you. Shalom.
Welcome to the Father's State. I am Jesse Lee Peterson. Today I have with me a leader of Sacred Resistance LA. He is Tom Kerry. Tom Kerry, also a priest of the Episcopal in Los Angeles. He's also, you can call a father too, right?
Yeah, if people want to call me father, they can. I go with Tom as good.
Oh, okay. I'm a little confused because I thought only Catholic priests were called father.
Well, it's a funny thing. You have priests and you have ministers, right?
Right.
So all priests are also ministers, but a priest is somebody who celebrates Mass or celebrates the Eucharist, and not all churches do that. Right.
How do you feel when people call you father?
It depends on who's doing it.
Are you like, I'm not old enough to be your father?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, thank you for coming.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Are you called by God to be a priest, or is it something you volunteer to do?
It's you feel a calling, right? And so in my case, I felt a calling deep within me. This happened after many years. I was already in my 30s and 40s. So I'm not presumptuous enough to say that's a call by God, because that's too big and mysterious.
Right.
I felt a definite calling. It was a call to be of service, It was a call to make connection and to join my spirituality with the spirituality of other people.
You could just feel it in your body?
Yeah, sure.
How old were you at the time when you first felt it?
When I was like 15, I wrote a letter to my father saying I thought I wanted to become a man of the cloth, right? But then I forgot all about it. And so it really came back to me after I started being in recovery from alcoholism. About 5 years into recovery, I got the call. I thought I wanted to be a priest.
Amazing. And so you've never been married?
Well, you can marry in my church.
Oh, you can?
You sure?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In fact, my church is gay friendly. I can marry a man.
You can marry a man?
In my church.
Have you ever done it?
I've officiated at the marriage.
But you never married one?
No, I've never been married.
Oh, okay. And no children or anything?
No.
Do you regret not getting married, having children now that you're older?
Well, and I'm gay.
You're gay?
Yes.
You don't look gay.
We come in all shapes and sizes, brother.
So you're gay?
I'm gay.
I didn't know you were gay.
Yeah, well, I just told you.
How did you become gay?
One doesn't become gay. One is born that way.
Does God know you're gay?
I believe so.
Did he make you that way?
That's my opinion.
You think that God made you gay?
I have no, I don't know I'm not going to be presumed to plumb the depths of the Most High, but yes, I've been gay as long as I can remember.
Hello, people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. God bless you. I bring you greetings in the name of our Lord Jesus. I actually wouldn't have said anything in this video. I wanted to let it be like that so that you make up something. But then I want to, inform you that this the priest here that you saw, did not finish this interview. He actually left the stage at some point. You've got to watch to the end to know the reason why he, ran away. I wanted to cut off some parts of the interview, but those of you in America and in Americas would understand some part of the questions and, the point when and why he decided to vote. But the thing is this, the question is, do you think that God is mistaken. Do you think that God made mistake? And that is a very, very valid question. Now, how is it that God could design a body of a man and then create that man to have affection for something else? How is it possible that God created a woman that should have affection for a man, but then is having affection for something else? And they believe that that was how they were born. I don't actually hate these people. Somehow I feel some kind of emotion towards them because they are not really certain of what is driving them and make them feel the way they feel, even though they claim that it's not a feeling, that it is an innate being of who they are. But then it is not actually true. And I've asked a question. I said, there are persons who also feel and they are attracted to children, to young girls and young boys, children. Now, everybody would condemn them, but that is how they feel. Even though that now they are actually trying to modify it again and say, don't call them pedophiles, but call them people that are attracted to minors. Now, that is the picture of our world, the world that God created and handed over to human, but then we sold it over to the devil, and this is what we're getting. Now, there are some persons that, no matter how rich they are, now they can still shoplift. That is how they feel. And some of them that are very rich would have some kind of guard and bodyguards that follow them about, so that when they shoplift, the person by their side will quickly make payment, so that in order to avoid being embarrassed. Now, that is how they feel. But that feeling doesn't make it right. There are so many feelings that are not normal. Now, but the thing is that these people, like I said some times ago, they're very aggressive, and their aggression is gaining so much recognition that even though they are little in number, they are the minority, but their power, they are gaining so much influence. That tells you that the whole world is lying in darkness. And then the devil is indeed the prince of this world. I'd like you to watch this video. He is a priest. For Christ's sake, he is a priest. And then some of the questions that he will be answering, as it has to do with this, is gender affiliation or whatever you can call it. And then they answer the question that made him to bolt from the interview. I wish you a very happy experience as you view. Kindly like the video, share it, and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so before. May the good Lord bless you. I want to wish you an anticipated, happy, and very prosperous new year in the name of Jesus Christ. I will come your way again in the next video. Till then, from me to you, shalom.
And so, have you been with men?
Of course.
Like sexually?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
That's mind-blowing.
This is mind-blowing for you?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because I never expected a priest and a father of Epiphany Church to be gay.
That
You
sounds
don't
like
look
you're
gay.
coming from the assumption. What's look gay mean?
You know, switchy and soft looking.
Really? That's what you call stereotyping.
Oh, but
that's
there-
called. That's like if I were to say to you, "Well, you're black. Where's your fried chicken?"
I was at the house and I can't wait to get home to eat it.
So you know.
That's amazing. So, do your congregation know that you're gay?
Absolutely, they do.
That is mind blowing. And so you think that God make mistakes?
That's a big question. You're talking about everything that is involved at not only at the bottom of this universe, but whatever other inner universes exist. So I would say that I don't think actually that force that we call God makes mistakes. No.
Really? And so...
But actually also, I believe that things unfold in a moment for us, and that time itself is an illusion. I mean, we're not, how the power of the universe experiences all that, I have absolutely no inkling.
Oh, okay. So now I see a little gay in you.
Good.
When you did this, I saw it.
Uh-huh.
So, thank you. So listen, do you think that human beings are in a fallen state? The show is called The Fallen State.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the state of, as in the United States.
You know,
the
fallen away.
state.
Yeah.
No.
You know.
I believe that we are born absolutely, what is born in us is born whole, right? And that actually it is what happens to us after we're born that contributes to
So
our...
you don't think that human beings are born in sin, and which caused them to fall away from God? And
No,
they
I
need
do
to-
not.
Do you don't think that they need to repent and be born again?
I do not, no.
Really?
No.
So is your religion the same as Christianity, or just
Yeah,
different?
I'm in the Episcopal Church, the Anglican Church, but you're talking about a thing called original sin.
Right.
Right. Well, original sin, really began with St. Augustine, right, which is about 400 years after the New Testament was written. So that's a formulation he made, and it came from his own experience of conversion, right, where he had felt that his life up to the moment of his conversion had been a life filled with sin. But that was St. Augustine's particular human experience.
How
right?
old are you?
68.
So are you gonna be like gay all your life, or will this pass?
You know the answer to that as well as I do.
But
Are
most,
you going to be black all your life, or is it going to pass?
but being gay and being black is different. It's like
No, it's not, my brother.
black is a skin color, but gay is like an abnormal lifestyle.
Is that what you believe?
Yeah, you can overcome it.
No, I'm afraid that's wrong.
So why
So
would
we're
God?
not here to talk about sacred resistance. We're going to talk about homosexuality.
I'm just stunned that you're gay. I didn't know that. I didn't read it. One last question about that. Why would God make lesbians and gay men? Why? What was the purpose of that?
Why did God make zebras?
But how about lesbians?
What was the purpose of that?
To multiply,
To multiply, to make more
have
zebras?
sex and make more
Why
zebras.
do we need more zebras?
to keep the earth clean and do what zebras do. But you don't know why God made lesbians.
I don't know
and-
why God made zebras. I don't know why God made you or why God made me.
Amazing.
If you say you know it,
I know why
I'd say
God
you're
made me.
probably being a little presumptuous.
No, He made human beings to create love.
And he probably made zebras so that's why he made gay people.
Amazing. I had no idea. So I got to ask you about your organization, the Sacred Resistance
Sacred
LA.
Resistance, right.
What is it? How did it get started, and why?
Sacred Resistance began around 2015, 2014 as a response to what was then the Obama administration's we talk a lot about, now about President Trump,
Right.
but the Obama administration's stance around immigrations and refugees was also very, very bad. And so it was created around the militarization of the southern border between Mexico and Guatemala, using the Mexican army as a proxy for our own immigration service. And it was also created as in response to the influx of refugees coming up from Central America, fleeing violence and fleeing corruption, but really fleeing really terrible levels of violence in Honduras and Guatemala and El Salvador, and all those children coming up at that time. And so the Episcopal Church, and particularly the Diocese of Los Angeles, we thought that there needed to be a more humane response to that condition than the one we were giving.
You guys didn't like the fact that Obama was trying to prevent them from coming here?
Obama was actually, he was trying to prevent them from coming here, but also Obama was the one who interfered in the Honduran elections in 2009 and caused that situation.
In what way? How did
Honduras.
he do that? What did he do?
He supported the United States supported the loser of that election and put him in office,
Oh, I
even
see.
though he had lost. It was one of the first things Obama did in 2009.
Well, how do you feel about those cages, what they call cages, that Obama started when he put the illegal aliens in and just kind of detained them until they figure out what to do with them? Were you okay with that when Obama did that?
I'm not okay with anybody doing that.
How about when Obama did it? Were you okay with it? Did y'all protest that as well?
We did?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you were not okay with that?
No.
Amazing. So, so your sacred resistance, are you for illegal aliens just crossing the borders, like for open borders, and you just want them to come in?
No, what we're for is for a just immigration service, so that if someone is, it is a mandate, international law, that someone who is fleeing violence and asks for asylum be given a fair hearing of that for that asylum, right? And we're also asking for immigration laws where the quotas are adjusted, where someone who is, to come in legally at this point in the United States, okay? There's like a waiting list of, even in the asylum cases, they're like 3 or 4, 5 years behind schedule, right? So to come in legally in the United States, the only thing that gets you in really is if you have a ton of money, right? Then you can get in, right? But our immigration system is broken at this point.
But these people coming illegally, are you for them breaking the law to come into as a priest and a father, are you for them breaking the law to come into the country?
If someone is fleeing violence...
But they're not fleeing violence.
How do you know?
There's no proof that they're fleeing violence from Obama administration or the Great White Hope administration.
I don't know of whom you're referring. Do you have somebody
They're
particular
just
in
running
mind?
away. They claim to be running away from gang members and things like that.
You don't think that's what you think they're lying?
But they shouldn't be allowed to just come into our country. They should clean up their neighborhood, right? Because they're bringing that
So
same...
a 10, 11-year-old boy is supposed to clean up his neighborhood?
The parents are supposed to do it.
Is that what happens?
And the government.
The government and the parents.
Right.
Well, the government seems to be incapable of doing that there, and if your son is in danger of being murdered by a gang, you take him out of there. You would do that, and I would do that.
But now they're doing that here. They're bringing that same evil stuff here, and they're still killing each other, and they're killing American citizens. What are they supposed to do now? Run to another country?
What do you mean they're killing American citizens?
These
There's
are violent
absolutely
gangs.
no evidence of that.
Yes, it is. Have you seen in New York and
I
South
lived in New
Central
York
LA?
for 30 years. There were no gangs killing Americans.
What's the
in
name
New
of those
York.
street gangs? MS-13 and other. It's rampant in New
not
York and
rampant.
other places. Are you in denial about that?
I'm not in denial.
But you're
Absolutely
not
no,
being
it is
honest
not
about it.
rampant.
It is
the
rampant.
violence that MS-13...
Are you seriously saying it's not
hang
rampant?
Hang on. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
The violence of MS-13 is actually perpetrated on its own members, right?
No.
You're talking about what goes on in Brentwood on Long Island, which I live very close to for many years, right?
Right.
Right? I'm not negating that violence exists. What I am saying is that it has been wildly blown out of proportion.
But it hasn't.
It absolutely has, my brother.
I know police officers and others who are working with those
It
people.
absolutely has been
I've seen it.
wildly.
I've seen it. It has not been. It's not blown out of proportion. It's not really told how bad it really is.
Give me some numbers.
I don't have numbers right here, but they're killing. And so you're okay with them leaving their country, killing one another, but to come here and do it?
That's a really dumb question.
Are you okay with that? Give me a dumb answer to it.
No, I'm not even going to dignify it with an answer.
But you said that they are doing that to themselves over there. But
no, that isn't actually what I said.
Well, they're running away from it, right?
Yes.
But they're coming here doing it to themselves.
You're talking about 8, 9, 10, 11-year-old kids coming here.
Those are not. Well, there are some kids coming here, but they're becoming killers as well.
This is just bullshit.
You a priest? Can you curse?
I just did.
That's amazing. You gay and you curse? God is not pleased.
God is not pleased.
How do you feel?
I guess you and I worship two different ideas about that.
Oh yeah. How do you feel about the Great White Hope?
What is that?
Donald Trump, the president.
I'm not in favor of him.
Why not?
I think he's incompetent and mentally unstable.
In what way?
In what way is he mentally unstable?
First, incompetent. How is he incompetent?
He is impulsive, ignorant, does not take advice of people who know about things. He is a narcissist and therefore sees the world only in terms of himself. He is psychologically really damaged, and I just think he's a very poor...
Is it impulsive or compulsive to put a wall up around the border to protect the American citizen?
It's ineffectual.
Is that mental?
Well, I mean, he hasn't really done it. I think it's just a publicity.
No, the wall is going up. Is that mental?
Have you heard that they've... I know, and they're boring through it.
But I'm asking you, is that mental to put America first?
You mean, do I think that's a good thing to put America first?
Right.
No, I don't think it's a good thing to put America
Are you an
first.
American citizen?
I am an American citizen.
And so you think that it's a bad idea to put the wall up around the border?
I think it's a terrible idea.
You don't want to protect the
It's-
American people.
It's ineffectual.
So Israel put a wall up around its borders. Are they mental as well?
Yes.
Israel is mental for putting a wall up?
Yeah.
That's amazing. You love the Jews?
I do.
You love white people?
Well, I try to love people generally.
How about white people?
I don't understand the meaning of that question.
You understood when I asked about the Jews. You said right away, yeah, I love the Jews.
No, I didn't say that.
What'd you say?
I said I like them. Do I love the Jews? Do I love white people? I think what I said is actually I try to love all people.
Do you love the white people?
Do I love the white people? Would you have anybody particular in mind?
All white people.
No, I don't love all white people.
And why not?
Well, it would depend on the person.
Why don't you love all white people?
You mean, do I have a kind of blanket feeling of, well, okay, let me put it this way. I guess I love white people the same way I love all people.
But why don't you love all people?
I just told you I loved all people.
No, you said you didn't.
All right.
How is it possible that you can represent God and not love all people?
My brother, I'll see you later. This
Where
is
you
a really
going?
stupid conversation.
You about to run?
Yeah, I'm going.
Don't run. Priests don't run.
This priest is leaving
Why?
because it's a stupid conversation.
What's stupid about it? We're talking about America. Are you really running? Beta! Beta bell! Amazing.
Oh, you're
She'll
locking
buzz
me
you
in.
out. She'll buzz you out.
So, the reason I am leaving is that the questions are answered before.
Can we get you in the light over here?
The reason I am leaving is the questions are answered as I'm being asked them. They're stilted. They're not trying to gain any kind of information. You called to ask about sacred resistance. He asked me almost no questions about that. And so I think you misrepresented yourselves to my organization. Bless you. God bless you. I wish you well, but it's a charade.
Would you like to go back and finish the interview?
I don't think so. Thank you.
See you.
Amazing. Well, that was Tom Kerry. First of all, I was shocked he was gay. I didn't know he was gay. I didn't read that in any report. And then I was shocked he admitted it as a priest and think that God did it. I need to get past that, first of all. And then secondly, I wanted to talk about America. You heard me. You heard what I was asking. But he's gone.